So race 2, excited? What do you think it's going to be like?
Yeah, race 1 was very good. It was very tight. So, hopefully we get some good dicing in there. And yeah, looking forward to it.
Okay, man. Well, good luck,
Thank you very much.
So it looks like we're going to find out what Drickus knows about, because ons weet nie wat hy weet nie.
Nee, hy ry ander klas. Hy's al by die pit.
Race 2, excited? What do you think it's going to be like?
Yeah, absolutely. We had a bit of a problems with the gearbox in race 1, so hopefully problems are sorted out. So let's give it a go. I'm sure it's going to go better this time.
Excellent. Well, good luck, eh?
Thank you very much.
Christopher, race 2. What are you expecting it to be like?
Yeah, battling this weekend. New car only really got to test it properly for the first time yesterday, but yeah, just overheating, suspension issues. But I'm hoping for another top 3 this time around.
Yeah, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I like this mic.
Francis, it's race 2. What are you expecting it to be like? It's a bit hot.
It's a bit hot, and the racing will definitely be intense, as it always is here in the ATVE VW Challenge.
Car going well?
Car's going lovely, so I'm having lots of fun. It's obviously challenging with all of these oaks around me. They're really good at what they do, so learning a lot on the first time out in Class A.
Excellent. Well, good luck, yeah.
Thanks.
Volkswagen Challenge, courtesy of ATE, back out on track now for race number 2. And another big battle expected amongst these competitors. They put on a really good show actually for the first race, and it was a pretty spectacular battle in each of the classes. We just found out what he knows, because nobody knows what he knows according to his tagline. Hulle weet nie wat ons weet nie.
Oh, is that what that means?
No one knows what he knows. But we know what he knows now, because he's just told us what he knows, and he's going to go and do what he knows best in the race car.
Look, not doing badly. First time out in the VW Challenge. I mean, these kids are quick. The front 2 coming out of 2 of the front 3 coming out of the VW Rookie Challenge, being trained by Matthew Merton, Brad Limburg. I'm sure there's other coaches there that I'm missing. Jonathan Machotsi. Like all the top VW drivers in the country at the moment have spent time with these youngsters that are running there. One of them being the King Price car of Christopher Tate that you spoke to earlier on in the commentary booth today. So he's up against some really stiff competition. So to be, I think you ended 2 seconds off in the last race, from 3 seconds off in quali.
No, exactly.
Progress is progress, and he's doing a good job. I'm sure he'll be in the front relatively soon, as we watch the rest of our VW Challenge competitors head up the hill. Class A, B, and C.
A, B, and C, yeah. A, B, and C, separate starts for each of them. They'll come to the line and have their separate starts. It's going to be another battle royal. We heard, well, I heard, you didn't hear too much of the interview, but when Chris did step in here, he was saying that there was a little bit of overheating and a little bit of niggles in the car. They're going to try and sort those out, hopefully get them spot on for race 2, so that he can at least run with Josh and have a bit of a fight with Anthony Lessing as well.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah, so Lessing and Josh were the top 2 in Class A, but looking for a chance now to be a little bit higher up than what he was. He doesn't be fighting for third. He'd prefer to be fighting for the lead. That man will be looking to try and get a little bit higher up than what he finished.
For sure.
He had an absolute nightmare start to the season. So Stuart Mack looking forward to improving slightly. He's going to be alongside Drickus as they come to the line for the start of race 2.
Yeah, I'm sure Christopher Tate would like to be more or less closer to the front.
Oh, I like that, eh?
That was good.
That was good. That was very good.
He's
He's getting better, hey?
I
He
am.
is. He's getting better with his puns. I like the puns being thrown in there, particularly when they are intended. More or lessing. Oh, that's so good.
I thought about it in the first one. I just didn't
Should've
sound
dropped
great,
it.
so I left
You
it.
should've dropped it.
I should have.
You know? Why wait? Just Tate it.
We'll stop.
Walker the Stalker, unfortunately, had some gearbox issues. That was why Eric Schultz, the man in front and centre of our shot right now.
Yeah, Graham
also
Nathan
known
there.
as Mitch Buchanan of Motorsport, because he's always running around like a lifesaver. Have you ever seen him in his Mitch Buchanan karting shirt at Adobe? It's quite
Yes.
funny. I've got a video of him on Facebook that was the best video I've ever done with him. He literally went into the full Baywatch jog. We're into full race starts now as a 2-minute board goes into 1-minute board, goes into 30-second board, goes into 5-second board, goes into lights on, and we go racing. That's how quick it is.
Literally not far off.
No, I'm not. There's the 5. Lights on. Revs up. Lights off. Let's go racing.
Oh, great
Okay.
start from.
They were like
he was in third
identical.
there.
Every single car got off the line exactly the same time there. That was brilliant.
Class B, much of the same as we watch Keegan Nathan try to hang on to the lead into turn 1. He's lost the inside though, so it's going to be a difficult one to hang on
Davis has got the
to.
inside line there. I think he might just squeeze him out.
Class C gets away now. Baby Blue car. Oh no, bad start. Bad start from whoever that was. Can't quite.
99, I think, yeah. 99 car. They're getting a little bit of a tough time of it off the line. But here we go, on board with Drickus as they come out of turn 2. Out of 3 onto the back straight.
It was Keeman Duama who he looked like he got a great start, but he was just slow to second and absolutely got engulfed by the rest of Class C. Back to the battle zone. It's Walker the Stalker into 4th, just ahead of the King Price car of Christopher Tate. We saw him up in 3rd early on, so we'll see if he can move up. But in the front, though, it's the Photon Polo, the Puma-backed athlete of Josh Moore in the front. Behind that is Lessing, and in 3rd, at the moment, is Aldrich.
Yeah, Vondras Aldrich. I was about to say it's the white polo brigade at the front end, but Aldrich just spoiled today because he put a couple of stripes on his car, so he didn't get the memo. Everybody at the front needed to be in white polos, and Aldrich said, no, I'm going to put a little stripe on mine, and King Price said, we're going to splat Chris Tate's one and give him a little bit of help there for the year. Here we go. That is
Stuart Koenig.
Koenig with Pillay ahead of him. Bryce Pillay keeping the lead, but of course that changed up right in the closing stages. Carl Peterson is tucked in behind them by the looks of it. So is that Peterson? No, it's not. It's the 24 car. So
That is
it's
Dimitri.
Max Corbett. It's Maxi Corbett who's there. So nice to see that as they come through and complete another lap in anger.
It is. Sorry, I actually went through to
You
go
were
find him. It is Max
double-checking
Corbett.
me there,
I wasn't double
Catch up.
checking. I didn't know who it was.
I can just see frantically on the keyboard there going, is that Max Corbett? Yes, it is. You lucky.
Back to Group C, back as the Northern Nuts and Bolton West Koenig. We saw the battle between him and Pillay in the last race. It was a 2-car battle. The Design Lab car of Pillay currently leading it out at the moment as we're on board with Drickus. He's under pressure. I see a red bonnet just behind him. Could that be the Auto Trader car of Stuart Mack under attack?
Do you want
Trying
to
get
have
his way
anybody
past.
more dangerous on your tail than Stuart Mack as a new driver in the class? No, you don't. Whoa, that was
Case
close.
in point.
Stuart Mack having a long
Issues
look
in
on
the front.
inside and a slow car just ahead there. Is that Davison? Oh,
No,
Tate.
it's the King Price car
Tate.
of Christopher
Oh,
Tate.
no. Nightmare here for him. Nightmare for Chris Tate as he pulls into pit lane. And that's unfortunately the King Price car out of race number 2.
So there's a spot for Drickus. He might be losing one soon to Stuart Mack, but he's gained one from Christopher Tate, albeit because of an ailing car. Down into turn 2 we go. Is Mack looking for the inside? Not just yet, just in front of them. Walker the Stalker just hanging on there. He looks like he's lost a bit of the lead. Maybe looking for
He's
a
got
whole
a gearbox issue.
He's got a whole
Back
box
it.
full and can't find one.
Can't find one exactly. That's 100%. Oh, there you go. Straight past him. So Stalker going to the back of the pack there and losing out on the possibilities of white polos 1, 2, and 3 on the road. Although, if Drickus stays in there, he could be in there for a top 3. He's not too far away for a chance of a top 3 though.
There seems to be a race of attrition this in Class A at the moment. We've lost quite a few cars out of the running. as they head up onto the brakes. Hard onto the brakes they go into turn number 5, turn 6. Just a quick lift and dab on the brake. You want to get the nose rotated as fast as possible. Not bad from Drickers, but Stuart Mack seems to have done it better. He's nice and close. You can actually see.
Little look
you
at
can see
there. And a dive. Oh, is there a problem? Here we go. That's Tate's car being sorted out in pit lane. Drickers got great drive out of 6 and 7 and got away from Stuart Mack.
Let's have a look at the lap times.
Double champion in this class, by the way, back to back. So he knows exactly how to place his car into the perfect position, but he's got no answer in that AutoZone and Nathan Motorsport machine on Drickers.
Yeah, Drickers currently turning a 16.5 with Stuart Mack doing a 16.4, so the two of them very close in pace. It's not like there's a major pace difference at the moment. So Drickers Duplessis doing a great job to hang on to that lead of this battle, if you want to call it that, 4th place.
All the time.
I'd be watching that review mirror as well if it was Stuart Mack behind me. In the front though, less than a tenth of a second separate the front 3. There's a gap in terms of on track, but lap time wise.
How's this Class C battle? That's the way to do it, eh? Pillay in the mix. Duo has joined them as well, and there you go. Koenig just diving through, finding a way past. I think behind Koenig is Duomo, but with him as well is Peterson.
I would like to confirm something with Duo. Is he fighting for second with a rookie banting tape hanging from the back of his window?
That's a rookie in the class. Brand new man to the class, looking for a chance to even take the win. Never mind for second. He's putting pressure on to Bryce Pillay.
Yeah, the Northern Bolts car of Koenig lost that second place now to Duo now looking for a way to go up past the lead, up for the lead. He goes for the pass the brakes. He's late on the brakes, but is it enough? They're going to have to go side by side through 5, and they're going to have to do it again through 6. Into 6 they go, but he didn't quite get the drive, and now he's under attack from Koenig.
Stuart Koenig trying to find a way past, and joining the party is Dimitri Zafirio. So the insurer's car has now joined the party and looking for a chance to dive through and maybe get into the mix for the win here in Class C. Pillay, Koenig, Duomo I should say, and then Zafirio. Carl Peterson also not too far behind them. So it could be a 5-way fight if Peterson can just bridge that gap slightly. Great little fight here for Class C honours. And incredible to think that Kian Duomo, first time out, has got problems. Yeah, unfortunately, we've lost Christopher Tate. Walker the Stalkers had to pull into pit lane as well. I think he had a gearbox issue like he had in the first one, which is a bit of a pity there for Ian Walker in the Melavella and Cycles United car. Deval Taron didn't make it out, and Philip Cruiser, we know, didn't make it out either. So those are the cars that unfortunately have got the DNFs on the timing monitor at the moment. This man has had no issues whatsoever all day long, other than a little bit of pressure there from the Car Care Clinic and GSI car of Chris Davison at the start, but he couldn't quite just get up the nose, get his nose into turn 1 ahead of Keegan Nathan. So Nathan hangs on ahead of Davison for Class B, and then it's Bouliard ahead of Koenig. Oh, change up for the lead. The rookies at the front in Class C. That is a phenomenal effort there from a new man to racing. I don't even know where he's come from, to be honest with you. I don't know about you.
I've never seen him on a circuit before, but
exactly.
Sorry, we've got a bit of info.
He was in Class B. This is Class B. Oh, of course he's in Class B. Sorry,
he's in Class
my
B.
bad.
Okay.
Oh, now we're making him look good, and we're still making him look good. He's running at the front end of Bryce Pillay and Stuart Koenig, and those are seasoned campaigners in Volkswagen Challenge and in Polos.
So it's still Bryce Pillay and Stuart Koenig battling it out for the lead of Class C. Unfortunately, it was just a Class B car that got involved with that battle. But Kian now moving his way away from that battle. But still a great job from a rookie to be mixing it up with guys that have a little bit more, well, a lot more experience than they do. Speaking of experience, a driver that doesn't have that many years behind the wheel, but he's definitely got experience at a racetrack, and that is Keegan Nathan. Spending a lot of time around these cars and around VWs. He seems to have it waxed in Class B. He's had it all his own way all day. But a man that has been pushed hard but seems to have kept his mind together through all the pressure is Josh Moore. He's managed to give himself a 1.6 second lead over Anthony Lessing and Francis Aldrich.
3.5 laps to go for them as well at that point. So it's Moore, Lessing and Aldrich, your top 3 in Class A. The Paybar car trying to close the gap down there on that Photon machine out front, but hasn't had an answer to him yet. Equidistant there between Francis Aldrich for 3rd. As they climb on the brakes, here we go. This is Drickus
and Mac.
Drickus and Mac. Oh man, this is good. Come on now. Drickus, Duplessis and Stuart Mac going at it side by side through turn 4. I think Drickus might have had the advantage to it, and he got up the inside. He has.
Yeah, job done.
Gets back ahead of Stuart Mack. I can tell you, that's not an easy man to fight with. Stuart
Oh, full set on the brakes from Stuart Mack.
Yeah,
It's
well
late.
done.
Get it stopped.
Can he? Yes, he can.
Yes, he can.
Well done, Mack attack. Into turn 5 he goes.
I just want to ask a quick question. If you mistakenly hit Drickus off the track, do you just drive home?
You just keep going.
Okay.
No, just do not collect 200 and
Down the inside though, Drickus still looking for a way past. Stuart Mack had to think about the turn in there. So Drickus still putting him under pressure. He hasn't given up just yet, and this will be huge in terms of a learning curve to follow Mack around a track like Zwartkops. He's done thousands of laps here, and like you mentioned, he's won this championship back to back to back.
Back to back for Mack is what it's all about. And Drickus right on his tail now, learning a huge amount. You can't ask for a better man to show you the lines around Zwartkops than that man in the AutoZone car.
Josh Moore in the front of A has just suddenly lost half a second to Anthony Lessing with 3 laps left to go.
And here we go as we pick up coming out of turn 5. It looks a lot bigger than what it is. But when you're in the race car, that gap looks like hardly anything. And that's why Lessing is pushing so hard. He would love to just have 1-for-1 there with Anthony Lessing. Or with Josh Moore, I should say.
Like we did in race 1.
Yes. But also just to flip it out so that the championship's on equal points heading into the next round.
Oh, fair enough. I thought you meant during the race. It would be very beneficial for Anthony Lessing to get into the front of this at the moment. It's not a track that Josh knows very well. He doesn't spend a lot of time here. He's more based on the coastal side. I think he spent a lot more time around PE and those sort of circuits. So with Lessing, this being his home circuit, and Josh to have this turn of pace, it's definitely a drawing board moment for Anthony Lessing.
Now remember, we go down this year on the away event for regionals to PE. So it's boding well here for Josh Moore. If he can continue this kind of pace by the time he gets to his home track, I think we go there in August. It's going to be a worthwhile effort. It's the substitute round for when we're supposed to go to Maputo.
Well, round turn 1 goes someone with no pressure at the moment is Keegan Nathan as he lets the back of that front wheel drive car hang all the way through 1. He's gotten himself a little bit of a gap over Chris Davidson, and Chris Davidson, no slouch in a polo, although he does have GSI all over the side of his car. He is a bit of a VW fan.
No, he's an Opel fan.
Is he an Opel fan?
No, GSI is the Opel Superboss, remember?
Yes.
And he's got the original Michael Briggs one and the replica that we saw at the Passion for Speed Festival. So nice to see that car. The GSI, of course, is just a bit of a dig at Volkswagen. That he's a Volkswagen Polo driver, but his favorite car is actually a GSI Opel Kadett.
Your phone's ringing, it's Mike.
My phone. Hi Mike, how are you? Yes. No,
there is Jay Koenig in the other Northern Nuts and Bolt car, just going past shot as we go straight back to our Class B leader. Class B, Keegan Nathan. Just ahead of this battle, it's Chris Davison and Sebastian Bulliard trying to find a way to get onto the back of Keegan Nathan, but it's just too smooth and too consistent.
Yeah, and the two monsters behind there are not able to catch him. They've got their mouths and lips growling there, but just cannot find a way. Here we go, up to the top of the hill, in amongst the back of Class C now, coming up on Dimitri Severio is the leader, Josh Moore, and diving through onto the final lap. So it's a little bit easier, the gap this time compared to last time. We went to the back markers a little bit earlier on in the race, and they've lapped up to Dimitri, which I think is about third or fourth last on track at the moment. But down to the line, checkered flag will be on standby. It's Josh Moore for the win, and that's a great start to his season in Class A for ATE Volkswagen Challenge. Wraps up the victory, ahead of Lessing for second, and a nice third place there for Francis Aldrich, who comes through to wrap up the top 3 in Class A. Is it going to be Mack or is it going to be Drickus, the next car around that corner? We're not going to see just yet, unfortunately. We'll have to watch the timing on this because we're going to watch Keegan Nathan make his way all the way to the line and wrap up Class B. Was it Bulliard through, I think? Did I see right? No, I didn't. Sorry. Apologise there. It looked like there might have been a change up there between Bulliard and Davison. Down to the line comes Nathan. And comes through. Mack does win out of Drickus just ahead of them. And there is the winner of Class B. Well done to Keegan Nathan. He wraps up Class B ahead of Chris Davison and Sebastian Bulliard. And then we'll wait for Class C. Drickus will be happy with that. He's had a great time. Let's have a look and see if we get a reaction from him.
Thumbs up
There
to Stuart back.
Yeah,
Good racing.
great
He
dice.
thoroughly enjoyed that.
Demi heads down to back into the pit lane. Oh no, he's going to still finish up the race. He's going to come through because he wasn't lapped just. They managed to stay ahead. So the last car across the line will be Dimitri Severio. And wrapping up our coverage today of ATE Volkswagen Challenge opening round for 2026 season. Great to have big battles like that all the way through the field, and more of the same to come throughout the year. We're going into DOE Formula V's up next. There's the unofficial results. Class A, Moore, Lessing and Aldrich. Class B, Nathan Davison and Bulliard. Class C, Pillay, Koenig and Zafirio.